What's up everyone, welcome to a new video on the channel. Today we are back in TSW or Train Sim World 2 and we are checking out the highly anticipated Horseshoe Curve. Now I know we're about a week late into this and I do apologize for that. I will go over like what happened and all that fun stuff in like a week long pretty much update videos and stuff because it's a lot to talk about in one, so we're going to kind of do it like spread out throughout the week and all that good stuff. But we are going to be taking a look at the Horseshoe Curve today. We're going to be doing the introductions. Now I'm going to do the Horseshoe Curve, the Jeep, and the ES44, and then depending on how long this goes, probably do the long trains introduction in another video, since that's going to be about like a 45 or so minute video. I don't know. We'll find out. I may just end up doing it as one or two, so I will definitely see. But let's go ahead and hop into it. Waste no time. Horseshoe Curve introduction.
Welcome to Train Sim World 2, an immersive and highly detailed rail simulation featuring authentic routes and trains from around the world.
Alright, so now we are just going to look around like we do with all the other tutorials and stuff, left to right. We don't want to invert it. Walk up to the locomotive, the GP38-2.
This is one of the many interactives to be discovered, but not all of them will be as easy as
Oh,
this
so
one.
we actually have actual container brands in this. That's actually pretty cool. I was not expecting that. I was expecting like off-brand ones, but that's cool that we actually have actual container brands. That's awesome.
A lot of time will be spent operating trains, so when ready, sit in the driver's seat.
A lot of time will be spent operating trains. Well, no duh. So we do got to fix some rail fans tripods. No camera attached, just a tripod. Let's go ahead and climb up the steps here. Look at that. We actually have real brands in this. That's actually really cool. I was so not expecting that. Okay, let's go ahead and hop in the cab here. I'm like taken aback by that. I'm like, wait, they got licensing for all of that, but yet Metra still won't give them licensing to do anything Metra related in the game. That's petty though.
The experience can be paused, so objectives can be reviewed. Try it and return when ready. A HUD has appeared on the right side of your screen. This is your guide to what the train is doing. This is the speed display. The white needle shows current speed. The red marker indicates the maximum permitted speed. This is the direction display. Arrows indicate forward, reverse, and neutral directions. This is the power display. A number will indicate the position the throttle is set at. These are the brake indicators. These show the states of the various brake systems. In the top right are the signal and speed limit displays. These provide an indication of what signals and speed limits are approaching and a countdown distance of when they'll come into effect. Train Sim World 2 has a lot of camera views. Let's take a look now while exploring this train.
Oh, look at that private car right there. That's pretty cool. We got some like older Pullman cars here. We got a refrigerated box car, it looks like. I'm going to take a look at that once we get out of here.
This is
If we
just
can.
the start. Horseshoe Curve has a lot more to enjoy. Immerse yourself in modern American freight railroading as Norfolk Southern totes long trains over steep Allegheny mountain grades. On Skyhook Games, Train Sim World 2, Horseshoe Curve. Along the way, don't forget to clean the whistle posts, move the tripods, pick up safety helmets, and place posters on the poster boards. Welcome to Horseshoe Curve.
All right, so we got gold on that. Let us go ahead and hop into the GP38-2 introduction.
Welcome to Crescent. In this training module, we'll learn about operating the Norfolk Southern Electromotive GP38-2. The 16-cylinder, 2,000 horsepower, 4-axle BB GP38-2 has proven successful in many roles from yard switching to mainline hauling. It can lay claim to being one of North American railroading's most successful and versatile road switchers of the past 5 decades. Almost all trains on the Horseshoe Curve route use lash-ups of multiple locomotives on the head end. We must set up the diesels accordingly as lead and trailing units. Let's start by climbing aboard the trailing unit.
We can definitely do that, so we're going to set this one up as trail. And of course, from this side, we have to enter through the engineer side, but if we come up through the front, we enter through the conductor side. Oh, that's cool how they have the NS on the seats. That's awesome.
Any trailing locomotive must have its control stand disabled so that it can receive commands from the lead unit. The units must also have their brakes set to cut out and trail.
Alright, so we want to set that to trail 626. Enter the leading cab indicated. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and shut this door real quick. And we'll go ahead and chain that. How do I cross this, though? This is one thing that's always gotten me, is I can never be able to actually cross. There we go. Go along path. Cross, close that. No, I don't want to climb down the steps, but whatever. Let's go ahead and hop in the cab here. Shut the door.
This is our lead locomotive. In other words, the unit we'll be operating from. We must thus switch on its controls.
Simple enough. Let's go ahead and lights help engineer seat in the engine room. Go ahead and sit in the engineer seat. Engine run to on. Oh, we have to go back there now. Well, this is interesting. I don't think we've ever actually had to do this before. So we are going to hold it in prime for about 5 seconds. And now we're going to hold it in the start position. Let's go ahead and close up the engine room here and hop back into the cab, right? And locked up. Let's head back into the cab. Sit in the engineer seat. Generator field set to on. Controller fuel pump on. Isolator to run. Turn in the engineer seat. We want that to freight.
Our 2 units are now ready to operate. Insert the reverser, set it forward, release the brakes, and apply some throttle. Then proceed to the destination marker and stop there.
Alright, so add that, release the brakes, put it in the forward. We're going to set the independent brake to full application. Release the handbrake, which is over here. Oh, they actually had the handbrake on? Released. Headlights to bright. Probably ditch light switch. Short. Yep. Oh, set the ditch headlights to dim. And gauge lights to on.
The path to your destination has been set for you.
I don't
in this
need the
scenario.
gauge lights. That's too
Please
bright.
be aware that there are numerous manual switches on the Horseshoe Curve route, particularly in the yards and on the South Fork branch. And the engine crew must always ensure the switches ahead are aligned properly for their movements.
So we're going to set it to notch 4. We want ditch lights on. Release the independent brake. There we go. Reach 5 miles an hour. Headlights bright. Just a random crossing gate on one side and then just a random thing on the other. But it doesn't even look like it's a crossing, so it makes no sense. The bell don't sound too bad. The horn doesn't sound too bad. It's like this must have maybe been a road crossing before, and then it just like the road ends there and there. I don't know. It's a weird one. So we want to go to Crescent Yard 2, which is probably already set for us. The engines don't sound that bad either. I will definitely say that. The sounds have improved for the Horseshoe Curve, which I will definitely say, compared to previous, pretty much previous DLCs for this game. The horn doesn't actually sound too bad. It actually sounds like a GP38 horn. And then, of course, you know the horn does, or the bell does come on when you sound the horn. But we do have the ditch light control here. We can actually make them flash as well, which is awesome. We'll just turn them on. We'll turn it off. We'll turn you to dim. And we have rear headlights. I'm not sure what that is. The control, so you can actually do it the long hood and the short hood. We're almost to our stopping point. But yes, can we do anything with the radio? We can do the emergency. Oops. That was a mistake that I should have not done. Oh well. Hey, at least we know the emergency brake works. We do have an EOTD menu. I'm not too sure what this thing is. This might be like a PTC thing. I'm not too sure. We got a sander. Attendant call, which I have never figured out what that does on a freight locomotive. And then this is the rest of the GP38. So we got fuel here, I'm pretty sure. Got the number, you know, with designation. Another PTC screen possibly. We got cab signaling, which I'm not too sure if it actually works or not. We got bright ass cab lights. Then we have all the fuses and stuff back here. All of the dials and stuff over here. Number board lights and all of that good stuff. Platform lights we don't need. And we have about 200 yards left till we get to our destination. That is a bright cab light, though. I mean, that's a good thing. You know, it's a good thing that the cab light is bright. Looks like we only get it from 140. Yeah, so we can only use it when you're standing up. Got that speedometer over here. Feels like we're running out of fuel, though, if it keeps saying it's 0.0 or 0002. Even though it looks like we have 8,327 gallons of fuel. We've got 75 yards to go. We'll go ahead and start the independent brake here in a minute. But yeah, very nice looking cab. Very nice interior of the GP38. Definitely an upgrade from the Union Pacific one within the Caltrain DLC. And we'll go ahead and independent it all the way. And there we go. We got an achievement, HSE Jeep training complete. Let us go ahead and learn how to drive the Gevos.
Welcome to Altoona. This is the famous Juniata Works. In this training module, we'll learn about operating the Norfolk Southern General Electric ES44AC. The General Electric ES44AC 12-cylinder form generates 4,400 horsepower, is simply put, the dominant North American diesel locomotive of recent decades. Almost all trains on the Horseshoe Curve route use lash-ups of multiple locomotives on the head end. We must set up the diesels accordingly, as lead and trailing units. Let's start by climbing aboard the trailing unit.
Alright, let us go ahead and climb aboard the trailing unit here. Guarantee you we're going to have to go into the engine room as well. Not too sure though. Got a long walk up to the cab here.
Any trailing locomotive must have its control stand disabled so that it can receive commands from the lead unit. The unit must also have their brakes set to cut out and trail.
Alright, so we're going to deactivate. I guess we got to sit in the seat. We're going to deactivate that, deactivate the engine run, enter the cab's rear door. Okay. But yeah, this actually looks like a nice cab as well on the Gevo. So we have like your fans up here that we can't use. NS8128, got all your screens over here. You can probably, yep, I was going to say you can definitely use the IFD buttons and stuff. Got your PTC right here, I'm pretty sure. Looks, yeah, probably PTC, yeah, PTC for sure. Headlights, all that good stuff. Crosswalk lights, which I'm assuming is ditch lights. I don't know. The engine's off, so I won't be able to tell you. But let's go ahead and hop back into the other one. But I can assure you that yes, it's probably going to be 2 videos for this one, and then the whatchamacallit. I want to cross. There we go, cross platform. I'm not going to worry about that one, but let's go ahead and come over here.
This is our lead locomotive. In other words, the unit will be operating from. We must thus switch on its controls.
So he really had to clarify that this is the lead locomotive, so the locomotive will be basically running from. Like, you really had to clarify that for all of us. Let's go ahead and turn on the generator field.
Our locomotive controls are now active. Next, we need to set the brakes for lead and cut-in, which we can do on any one of the 2 screens located on the control desks.
So I'm going to assume it is the air brake function. So we want to cut in, out, and lead. And F6, I'm going to save. F8.
Our 2 units are now ready to operate. Insert the reverser, set it to forward, release the brakes, and apply some throttle. Then proceed to the destination marker and stop there.
Oh, that's cool. There's a little clipboard for train orders and stuff. That's actually kind of cool. So we're going to insert the throttle, move it to forward, pull the train brake lever to release, move the throttle to position 1, right auxiliary.
The path to your destination has been set for you in this scenario. Please be aware that there are numerous manual switches on the Horseshoe Curve route, particularly in the yards and on the South Fork branch. And the engine crew must always ensure the switches ahead are aligned properly for their movements.
Alright, so we're going to stop at the Janita. I thought it was Juanita, but it's Janita Works Siding, which is just ahead of us over here. So I wonder what the crosswalk lights are, because it's not the ditch lights. So let's turn this to bright. And let's go ahead and put you in a notch into idle. Crosswalk lights off, crosswalk lights on. Okay, I don't know what the crosswalk lights are. I really don't. I thought it was like the ditch lights, but it's not. That just gets turned on with the auxiliary. And then of course we have your rear, which I thought Norfolk Southern had rear ditch lights. Maybe that's what they are. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know, I just work here. So 44,799 gallons of fuel. Let's go ahead and start setting the independent brake so we can stop. Probably stopped it a little too shy, just a little bit. I mean, the horn bell don't sound too bad. You know, it could be worse. Could be a little bit better, but it could be worse. Hey, and the objective is complete. That was a lot less than 10 minutes. I don't see why they didn't say it was just 5. But yes, so we'll end up calling this one an episode, and we will continue with the long haul in another episode. Might upload them both on the same day. I don't know. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. But that is going to go ahead and do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the introduction. And if you guys are wondering why I do the introductions, it is because each DLC is different. Even though, yes, majority of the time it's going to be the same locomotive, there's going to be different procedures for the locomotive and stuff. So I do like to show off the introductions just so you can see what we're doing on the route. And just so you can see how to, you know, start up and shut down and move the locomotives, because every locomotive is made differently. But yes, make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me on all the social medias. Everything is down in the description down below, as well as a link to the DLC if you guys have not checked it out already. Well, that's going to go ahead and do it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend and good start to your weekend as well. Good Friday. I'm off today, by the way. I didn't think I said that, but I am off today. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.